Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm doing good. My name is CTD Rom, and welcome back finally to another episode of Today in Tech, where I move this down slightly and tell you everything about Today in Tech. Now, I'm sure you're like, where the hell have you been? And I will explain. So, if you've seen me on my other channel, Maron_MP4, go subscribe. I'll link it right in the description and at the end of the video. You'll know that I have a few skits going on, the Truman series of skits, and I wanted to do something big for the next one. So that's what I've been doing. Also, school came up, so I couldn't do both at the same time. I wanted to have it out for October 31st, but that's not going to happen, because I just finished recording it, haven't even started editing, so yeah, I don't know when that's going to be up, but that's where I've been. But I'm back for the tech news. If you've forgotten, it's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday every single week, and it will be every single week from now on. And boy, do we have a lot to catch up on, so let's get into it. Start it with probably the biggest announcement to happen since my departure. AMD with its Zen 3 CPUs. Let's go. Series 5000 has officially been announced, and there's a lot to go over. So let's start at the bottom with the 5600X. It is a 6-core, 12-thread CPU with a 3.7 GHz base clock and a 4.6 GHz boost clock, which is awesome. And it starts at $299. A lot of people are complaining about prices, but I don't see that as unreasonable, especially considering this is a 5600X, and there have been leaks of a cheaper 5600 coming out. So I'm not mad at this pricing. But next we move up to the 8-core, 16-thread CPU, the 5800X, with a 3.8 base clock and a 4.7 boost clock, costing $449, which honestly I still think is reasonable. I think AMD is going a little further with the prices this year, hoping to get some extra money for R&D to absolutely slam Intel with Zen 4. Not that this isn't gonna do that. We'll get to that later. The 5800X, I think, is the one that is going to be great. I think it's just going to be like last generation, where the 3700X and the 3800X were the best for streamers and gamers, content creators, for the price that it was at. And then the 5600X will be the best for budget gaming rigs. And I'm just, we're almost there. We're almost to the exciting one. So next is the 5900X, which is the one I'm going to be getting. Yes, I will be upgrading. So the 5900X is a 12-core, 24-thread CPU with a, and wait for this, with a 3.7 GHz base clock and a 4.8 GHz boost. 12 beautiful cores at 4.8 GHz boost. That's gonna be insane. And the price is $549 for 12 cores. That's awesome! But that's not even the best one. I will not be getting this because it is a high price jump, but the 5950X is a 16-core, 32-thread CPU with a 3.4 GHz base and a 4.9 GHz boost. It's so close! They almost broke the 5 GHz barrier that Intel has been able to hold over their heads. Now, there have been some leaks of some going at 5.01 gigahertz, which could be insane, especially now that we get to the big thing about this announcement, the 19% uplift in IPC, which you don't know what that is, instructions per clock. So while Intel may be able to run marginally faster, AMD will be running more instructions per clock. And AMD claims the 5950X is now the top gaming CPU on the market, with a 635 single-core score and Cinebench R20? What? For the first time, AMD, who has been the underdog, could be taking the gaming crown right back from Intel. For the first time in like 15 years. Because the reason why I would recommend Zen 2, the Series 3000 chips to someone, it's for two reasons. Price and performance. But that performance part came relatively, where it was like, yeah, I mean, you're missing out on like 10, 15 frames on Intel. Or you're missing out on 10, 15 frames if you go with AMD. Are you really going to notice? And the reason why I'd recommend it is because content creation, though, too. Zen 2 and AMD Series 3000 CPUs were great when it came to content creation. For example, I'll have to throw it up from Linus's review where there was a game where Intel was in the lead until you started streaming and recording your gameplay. Then it was a win for AMD. So that's why I recommended it. And now we could have the best of both worlds, having great content creation and threaded stuff with great single-threaded performance in gaming. Like, this could be it. And that CPU, the Ryzen 9 5950X, will be priced at $799, which I think is reasonable, but this is huge for AMD. Gotta wait for independent benchmarks. I say it all the time, but this, and there have been some leaked benchmarks that show they're not lying. They're probably not lying. Ooh. It was funny because the day before the announcement, Intel put out a blog post that was like, hey, we're still here too, guys. 11th gen CPUs on our 14 nanometer plus architecture will be coming out soon. Hey, don't forget about us. But, and at the end, I'm not too hyped for this, but they at least had me waiting. I was originally going to get either an RTX 3070 or 3080, but after the disappointment those launches have been, combined with the demo that they showed on screen of a Radeon series, I think it's 6000 GPU playing at 4K at 60, I'm waiting. I'm not hyped. I have no expectations because AMD has let us down in the past, but I'm waiting. Please, AMD. Please. I'm closing out for our final story of the day. An MSI subsidiary was caught scalping their own graphics cards. So pretty much they took their own inventory and put it up on eBay for like double the price. And some really great investigators went through this. I'll link the original Reddit post in the description below, along with Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips coverage of this, if you want to check out more. That's the long and the short of it. MSI released a statement that was like, the GPUs got to them by accident. And I'm calling bullshit on that. There is no way, with 3080 GPUs so scarce right now, that you didn't know those GPUs went down there. I refuse to believe that. I absolutely refuse to believe that. I'm not buying MSI after this. This was really scummy. I was already thinking about it after a couple months back when the story came out that they were trying to pay off reviewers to say good things about their laptops. I forget what reviewer it was. I'll put the stuff up here. About they were trying to pay off a reviewer to say good things about their laptops and the reviewer didn't do it. But he exposed MSI. I was already like, that's kind of shady. But this is the final nail in the coffin. And I do have an MSI product. My RTX 2060 is an MSI RTX 2060. I will be no longer buying from them. If I'm going to be going with RTX, it's going to be a tough. If I ended up going AMD, probably Asus or Gigabyte, just someone else. I don't want, or Founders Edition for RTX, but I'm not buying from MSI anymore. That was scummy as hell. And I can't support a company like that. That seems to be it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'm going to be live streaming again. Follow me on Modern MP4. I posted a few videos. Linus Tech Tips dissing the OnePlus Buds for a minute straight was the last video I put up. And then MGK Hype Trailer was the thing before that. Make sure to follow me on my social media. Twitter, Instagram, CTDROM on Twitter. And then Modern_PNG on Instagram. Subscribe to the channel, like, and I think that's all my obligations I have to say as a YouTuber. I will be returning every single Tuesday, Thursday, Friday around 5 o'clock is when the videos go up. But other than that, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Okay, another tech tip. I'm not Linus Sebastian, not tech tip. Another tech news over with. That was some pretty good tech news. Now we go into Audacity and we stop the microphone. Oh, and fun fact, I was using microphone wrong. I did not know you're not supposed to speak into top of Blue Yeti microphone. you're supposed to talk into side. Also, I had these settings wrong and these settings wrong. It's okay. We roll with punches.